Hey guys, Ducky here in my M46 Patton on the airfield map. Not a bad game, it's not an ace tanker, but definitely shows off some of the strengths of the tank. So this is the Tier 9 American medium. It's got a fantastic gun, okay mobility, pretty good gun depression. I'll give you some proper numbers. But going into my normal airfield sort of position, tucking up into the corner, looking to see if anybody's coming through. Probably got the luckiest shot in the world to make that one land on that D20, but I'll take it. 46 Patton. So trying to get into a decent position, see these guys coming over the top. As the enemy seems to be pushing harder on the southern side rather than the airstrip where I am. So what do we got? So I got the top gun on this one, which is the 390 Alpha with 218 penetration. I don't think I use any premium shots, but it does 265 penetration. So it's got a standard 9-second reload. 0.39 accuracy. 2-second aim time. I find this gun to be very accurate. We'll see some of the shots coming up. If everybody could just drive out in the open, that would be fantastic. Skoda's coming back for another shot. He's lucky to get that one too, I think, but Skoda's a big soft tank, so they're always going to go through. One of the strengths of this is it does have a 410 meter view range, so great gun, good view range. As you can see, I've nearly got a base view range of the 450 meters, as you can see on the mini-map. It's definitely a strong tank. Looking for some shops on the FV Tier 7. That thing's got a lot of hit points, and a rapid firing gun. As you can see, I get stuck by the Type 4 Heavy that wants to move into that position, preventing me from pulling back over the ridge, and lets me lose almost half of my hit points. So thank you very much, Type 4 Heavy. I did try to repay him by putting a shot into his side, which I don't recommend you do, but it bounced off, being that it is a Type 4 Heavy. So here I'm getting off the hill. I'm not quite sure where I was spotted from, but I didn't want to hang out there to find out. I was saying it does have 10 degrees of gun depression on this tank over the front, however you only have 4 over the back. As you can see, the scores are 5 apiece at the moment, but I am going to go back and sit next to this Type 4 Heavy and see what can happen, because it is a very strong spot to be at the moment. There we go. If he gets shut down. Pulled ahead by one tank. Looking for a shot on the Skoda. No such luck. Should have hung around for that Type 61 that's just in front of me, but I think I was a little preoccupied with the Skoda. Because just as I pull back, he pops up. So, missed out on the kill on him. As you can see, we've pulled ahead by 2 tanks. There's nothing happening on this flank at all. And they got 3 artillery, 3 TDs, and 1 medium. You know they're not going to be pushing. They're going to be sitting back. So, time to change locations. The Type 4 heavies asking for me to follow. Not the best idea in the world, but we'll see what we can do. So as you can see, he's got half his hit points shaved off straight away, presumably by the ISU 152 that's sitting up there. And he's probably not going to feel much better. So we're going up to have a look, but we get spotted. Once again, not quite sure if that was the Scorpion. I don't think it was, or what spotted me, but we're just not in a good position. 3 artillery, you know they're going to be looking for shots. So it's time to get out of here. What I want to do is I want to get over to the other side of the map and support the heavies that are pushing in. So I go a little bit of the long way around, but just so that I won't get spotted moving over. What else can I tell you? There's not a great deal of armour on this tank. There's about 101 on the front, and somewhere between 60 and 70, well, 76 on the hull sides and 63 on the turret sides. So not a great deal of armour, but it does that. But the reasonable mobility, excellent gun handling, and that gun depression more than compensates for that. I really quite like this tank. Haven't got the tier 10 yet, but gradually work my way towards it. So we're going to see if we can get a flanking position on that Skoda. As all those heavies are pushing in, they don't need me with them. I scoot around the cap circles. I don't want anyone to see me coming in here. We see the Scorpion G get off a quick snapshot. So, snapshot is one thing that this tank does very well. Get that shot off and keep our pushing around. Let's go to T150s down to 470 with our 390. We should leave him on about 100. There you go, 74. Artillery's coming in. Pop a shot in here. Get a lucky fire to finish him off. Let's see if we can get around and pick up some more of these guys. Scorpion G's out. Borsig. Take the Borsig out. Here's where it all comes undone. We get our shot off. ISU's the only thing left, and he takes us out. So as you can see, that was a high caliber. 4,000 damage, 1,000 spotting. Still only good enough for a second class mastery. Obviously top damage. 3 kills, over 1,000 XP, so acing this tank could prove a challenge. This was for our double, picked up over 3,000 experience. Nothing too much more to say. We're going to receive 5 hits, 5 penetrations, but with 100 armour at tier 9. That's probably what you should expect. But just a quick, good game. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.